Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I am in North Lake Tahoe in my buddy's garage, coming to you guys live. I am already ready to go. I think the lifts open around 8:30, so I could be getting a little bit more sleep before I go snowboarding all day, but instead I'm coming to you guys live from Tahoe just to do this drop with you guys. I'm actually on a laptop today, so not my normal, 3 computer screens, but yes, coming in today. Let me know if I'm glitchy, if the internet's solid, and I'll give you guys a tour around, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into our pre-drop ritual and go from there. Make sure I've got everything set up and good to go. Able to stay on top of live chats. But yes, good morning, everyone. Type in the comments if there's any kind of lag or glitchiness because I want to make sure I'm coming at you guys the right way because again, the I'm in like up in the snow in the woods and it looks like my connection's okay, but I want to make sure. But good morning everyone who hopped on here and we'll get into it. I'll give you guys the quick tour. See, I'm actually literally in a garage. I've got my like snowboards behind me, ready to go. But let's talk about this drop. We're going to get our pre-drop ritual, and then we'll get into the Disney Duos Golden Moments drop. But this is going to be a fun one. We're going to talk about some of the price prediction. It's definitely a little glitchy. All right. Can you hear me okay though? Because if I go over here, you can just see my screen. All right. So let's talk about the Disney Golden Moments drop. Actually, before we do anything, I'm not able to share my actual screen today, but what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're set up ready to go. So again, you want to get your time dialed in, but what you want to go to before anything else, you want to get your profile, click profile, go to my files, and then delete all downloaded files. Just again, it helps with the drop and make sure that you're able to be set up for success. Yes, we can hear you clearly. All right. Good morning. What's going on? For those who are just hopping in, please hit that like button and we will get into this drop. I'm ready to snowboard today, but before we do that, priorities, golden moments drop. All right. So let's talk about today's drop because I did a video on it because I wanted people to really think about, are they going to be flipping? Are they going to be holding? What's the deal, right? Now, you need to consider that most golden moments have dropped substantially in price, especially the last duos that we saw, which were, of course, Disney and Daisy, as well as Lady and the Tramp, right? I think you can get Lady and the Tramp for like $400, where when it listed, it was around like 1,000, and Daisy and Donald was around 1,600 when it listed, and now you can get it for $600. So you really want to consider where these prices are going to go. And in my opinion, yes, it's great to collect golden moments, but if you land one for $60, your best bet is to flip once the secondary market opens because you're going to get a premium price for it. And then if you want, you can rebuy it at a low. But let's talk about this drop and we'll get into it. But good morning, everyone who's hopping in here. I see Show Me the Omi, Vitalik, BDK, good morning. We've got Blaine McCracken, good morning, sir. OJ, thank you for that. Can hear you fine, just mouth doesn't quite match up with the sound. All right, that's okay. What's up, Shahab? Taps the go. I appreciate you, homie. I have Apple and Android, and my Android devices count 1 second more, like 1.2, 1.4. Have them beside each other for 30 seconds, and they're off 5 to 7 seconds. Seen it on the last loads of Androids now. So Tristan Burke said that. And so Tristan, what I do is I have 2 different devices, 2 different accounts. My iPad tends to be like slightly, just like less than a second off from my iPhone. So what I do is I have both together, and that's how I get in time sync. So what I mean is basically what I'm doing is I'm watching because I know it's like I've seen the most success when it's just barely a fraction off. And my iPad does not typically reset on the timer, which is really odd. So I know that this is my true source of where my timing is. So I hop in and out of the actual drop screen. I just go back the arrow and then back in. And I know that that is going to eventually help me align the best way I can to this drop with my iPad. So that's been effective for me. And for those who do not know, we are doing a blind box drop. So it's up to you how you want to do it. You can do it just right when you see the buy now button, but the buy now button will be popping up in that little space right above the you will be notified or notify me box, a little bit to the right. So where my finger is, you can see it, that's where the buy now button is going to be popping up once the timer runs out. So Spacegate, as most of us know it, you can either time it once it hits after 0, or you could do what I do and most I think do, which is you want to spam that little sliver right there, right basically 2 seconds before the drop. If you hit too high, that's gonna, this one's not bad. I think they've gotten better about like how long the verbiage is. Usually if you hit that little arrow, it'll drop down and completely mess up where you're hitting. But it looks like it's okay today. So we're gonna be jamming to make sure that we get this. I wanna see some W's. I know we're gonna get L's, but this is a monstrous drop. I think I did a video on it yesterday, and there's gonna be like 55,000 total additions. So because of that, the likelihood that there's going to be rebounds up to maybe like 20 minutes, pretty high. And everyone goes for gold moments. So the likelihood that the bandwidth is going to be rough. That's why I want to talk about strategy as well, because you can go for Spacegate. If I wasn't snowboarding later and I had all the time, if I was coming at you guys live from where I live in the Bay Area, I might go with Bravegate actually. I might consider not going for the drop entirely. And this is something that I know Veve Vol, Hello K, they do this all the time. And I've had some accidental success with it. But what you do is you don't go for the drop. What that means is you let the timer run out, don't hit it, and then you now still have your buy now button, and instead you go for the 4-minute rebound, the 8-minute rebound, and you just go for the timing. And I've had some success with it. I know others had success with it, but when you have these high addition drops, that might be the way to go. However, again, that's why it's called Bravegate, right? It's risky. I'm going for Spacegate today because I don't have the time to go for all of these blind boxes after the drop, but just something to consider. Good morning, Inferno. What is going on? Howdy, good luck, everyone. BDK, given what happened with the Valentine's GMs, I think I'll flip if I get the drop. I completely agree, BDK. BDK, then rebuy when it's in my price. Exactly. Good morning, Ryguy. What is going on, my friend? Good morning. Good morning to Chago, Blaze, Noah. Let's go. Let's get it, Taps. I got a W with the up house. Let's keep it up. Let's go, Austin. I hope you hit these gold moments too. What do you guys want? Because I theorized that Timon and Pumbaa are going to be the favorite of this drop, but then I got a lot of comments that some people were saying Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. Now, I mentioned Winnie the Pooh and Piglet are one of the oldest and some of the most popular cartoons, and like they're just a big brand. So I know a lot will like them, and they're, in my opinion, a close second to Timon and Pumbaa, but I might be wrong. Some people might be more excited for Pooh and Piglet, and I do think the commons are going to crush most of the other gold moments. I mean, Chip and Dale are cool. We'll get into some of them, but I really do think Timon and Pumbaa and Winnie and Pooh are going to be the highlights of this drop. Let's see. Good luck all from Savied. Rome, what's going on? Good luck to you too, homie. I appreciate you. 2:30 p.m. in the UK from Savid. Savid, it is actually 7:30 here in North Lake Tahoe from my buddy's garage in his cabin. Good morning and good luck for peace. Samu, how do you control the iPhone from the PC? Which app do you use? That's a good question, actually. So what I use, Samu, is I use AZ Power something. Just type in, I don't want to hop off my screen right now because it's dialed in. Like my timer is good to go. We've got 30 minutes left to go until the drop time. But go ahead and good morning. Want to hop on screen? Oh man, I should just do drops from cabins more often. I get coffee delivered to me. Thank you. Oh man, this is awesome. All right, so what it's called AZ Power something. Do me a favor. Samu, leave a comment on this video. So just like, I know you could comment in the chat, leave a comment on the video and I'll respond to that comment after the drop with the exact app. You could just type in AZ power or AZ mirror, something like that, and it should pop up. I use it normally. Of course, I'm not on my desktop today, but it is extremely easy to use. I always have my iPhone popped on screen. Today, I'm holding it up like almost like Real Roundy Chavez and Johnny Dunn both do. I'm streaming different today, right? I'm in a garage of a cabin. So yes, 1:30. What's going on, Flamingo? Happy to have you on. All right, let's talk about this drop, everyone. So we've got 29 minutes left to go. This is, of course, the Disney Golden Moments Disney Duos. So just a collection of our favorite duos, our favorite characters from Disney. It is in blind box format. So again, you want to hit that little space, that space gate right above, you'll be notified. And that is where, once the timer runs out, it will be popping up. Now, again, blind box means you're going to be getting whatever you get if you land it. And yes, there are 55,000 additions, which, by the way, are going to burn around 900,000 roughly of Omi today just from the drop, right? So this is a monster drop, which is a lot. Let me know if you guys can hear the heater. That's coming in a little bit too loud. If so, I'll move away from it to the other side of the garage. But we have, you see the live chat. Let me know if that heater is too loud. Oop, hold on a second. This thing's going crazy. There it is. All right. Squid Cat says Winnie the Pooh, Chip and Dale, and then Lion King. Okay, I did not think. Is it because it's the more rare of it? It's the more rare that, I mean, I do think whatever Chip and Dale's price is going to, no heater noise. Thank you, Shelby. I appreciate you. I'm roughing it today. So I do think Chip and Dale will match the price of the highest common, which could be Timon and Pumbaa, or it could be Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. Let's see. Thank you, Austin. Have fun boarding. Last year, snowboarding wasn't very kind of my. Ooh, ACL issues, huh? Man, I have not had that happen to me. I did break my thumb. Was it last year? Yeah, last year snowboarding, I broke my thumb. We're not letting that happen again. It's actually supposed to snow this morning, so we're gonna get a little bit of powder while we're out there. Snowboarding again tomorrow. We're doing North Star today, and then we're doing, and I'm gonna be rocking, of course, the Veve. We're doing North Star today, and then we're doing Palisades or Squaw tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. Savit says, I'd be just happy if I got one. It's going to be rough because look at how many additions there are, but everyone goes for golden moments. And if you're just now joining, please hit that like button, fam. I appreciate you. Woke up early, during my snowboard trip just to do the drop with you guys. So any support, appreciate it. All right. So we have, of course, the common Timon and Pumbaa at 13,333 additions. This is the common. And then we have Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. I like the look of Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. And everyone always says, like, well, one's brighter than the other. It's also how the picture is taken. So I'm not always sure if one is like more shiny or brighter than the other once it hits your showroom. It might just be how the picture was taken with the lighting at the time. But Winnie the Pooh and Piglet are also common. 13,333 editions. Of course, first appearance on Golden Moments, which is always so interesting because inanimate objects are always first edition, but we know that Golden Moments are first appearance because of the first appearance of those characters, even though these are statues. And I think the reason why they went that way is because there would have been like pitchforks and fire if they had chose to do Golden Moments first edition. I mean, people would have lost it. If they're like, wait, are you kidding me? My Walt, my partner statue is an FE now, even though it's first appearance. People would lose their minds. So I'm happy they didn't do that. Next on the drop, we have Cogsworth and Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. Again, everything is 60 gems. Blind box, it doesn't matter if you nail something. Hopefully it doesn't have heavy bandwidth or heavy load issues and you're able to see what you get. It's been having a lot of that where even if you do get one, it errors out. And so you're like, what did I get? And then by the time you get it, usually the market's already open. You're like, dang it, it messes up your strategy. Hopefully that doesn't happen today. But Cogsworth and Lumiere, I think, are solid. They're not the weakest, in my opinion, because of the look. So they look pretty solid. They're probably the weakest characters, but it's still a good-looking statue. So 60 gems, 10,333 total editions. This is the one I think is going to be the weakest because, yes, Flounder and Sebastian are awesome characters, but because it's floating up over the pedestal where it's the water is this is, and all of these look exactly like the statues, but because the water is like floating above the pedestal, I think it's the weakest one. It doesn't look great in my opinion. I wish it wasn't floating over the pedestal, even though I know all of them are always are. I wish they made a design decision to make it not float up like that because again, I just think it looks the weakest, and because they're the smallest characters, they just don't look as quality, in my opinion, to some of the other golden moments. But this is the rare of the set. It's 8,333 editions. Again, for prices, I do think this will do not as strong. And then we have the ultra rare. So we have Chip and Dale. Of all of them, funny enough, like I thought it would be Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, who are the oldest characters, but Chip and Dale actually debuted in 1943, where Winnie the Pooh and Piglet began their on-screen. Oh wait, well, began their on-screen. I wonder if the first. I didn't even do the research on it, but 1966 is when they say Winnie the Pooh and Piglet met or shared a screen. So maybe Winnie the Pooh's older than that, but we do know that Chip and Dale had their debut in 1943 on a cartoon short called Private Pluto. And this is the ultra rare 60 gems, 6,333 total editions. Let's go. Oh man, what do you guys want to hit? Like, we obviously saw, and I called it on the Pixar drop. I said, it, I'm going to say it again because people were cracking me up in the live stream. I made the mistake of saying that I believe that Woodies will do the best and that you should stack Woodies, and everyone jumped on it. They're like, oh, we should stack Woodies taps. And yeah, so stacking Woodies was the highlight. But I told everyone, stack Woodies, and look at what happened. I mean, pretty much that entire set tanked from initial value. And I mean, the Ultra, I landed the Ultra Rare Edna on the drop, and it went from like, I think at one point it was like 600, 700, $800, and it went all the way down to $90. That set is incredibly cheap. And Woodies were holding strong for a while around like $300, and now they're holding strong around like 195, which is still solid, right? If you'd stacked them up when they were around like 120 or so, right after the drop, I mean, they then started climbing and then they went back down and then we went back up. So, yes, good morning, everyone who's hopping in here. Let's go. Abadil, best chance to bet one. Not sure, Abadil. Sorry, not BB related, but what kind of setup do you ride snowboard wise? Brian asking. All right, I'll show you, Brian. Just because you're asking. So then we'll hop back into the drop. So I have an older board, but I ride Burton. So I've got a Burton. It's not, I need to actually get a new board so that's much thicker, but I also do flows. I love flows because literally instead of having to like strap in and sit down and all that every single time, you literally you just slide your other foot in, you put this up and lock it in, and you're good to go. It's 2 years now, and it makes like you can literally snap in almost right after you get off the lift. It's awesome. Good question. Love it. All right, we've got 20 minutes left until the drop, and I have some coffee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But let's get back into it. All right. So that is today's drop. I'm curious what you guys are going to be going for, or at least we're going for anything, right? We're going for literally anything we can get. But of course, we do want to, it's kind of a toss up, right? Like, again, like with the Woodies, I do almost want Winnie the Pooh or or Timon and Pumbaa, but I do think getting Chip and Dale is a pretty safe bet. Um, but I'm curious what everyone is thinking here because I don't know. Is maybe a power mirror? That's it. I thought it was AZ power mirror, but that's it. Thank you so much, Samu. Appreciate the support, man. Winnie the Pooh is legendary. So OJ says Winnie the Pooh. Flamingo says I'm hoping for Chip and Dale. All right. I think I wanna believe that Chip and Dale is the safest bet because it's the ultra rare, because it's the lowest edition size. But I don't know, man. I think Winnie the Pooh, based on the comments, might take the cake, but who knows? Brother, can you please show real quick how you try to get one of them within this app? Within the app. Yeah, absolutely. So right here, Dennis, you have the golden moments, right? The drop. I think it's kind of blurry when you see it, but this little space right here above the notify button, go ahead and click that notify button. So that way it just says you will be notified, so you can't click it anymore. And then once this timer hits 0, there's going to be a buy now button. This will change. The screen will just kind of like automatically change, and there will be a buy now button. And you want to either lightning fast click it, or you want to be already like jamming, just blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to be jamming it. And that's what's been effective for me. I usually hit with most blind boxes, at least 1 out of 2. I hit the last one, so maybe I won't get lucky today, even though I really want to get lucky today. Yeah, so that's been what's effective for me. I'm going to be going on 2 devices today. I've got my iPad, I've got my iPhone. I think that's the way to go. So that way you can just sell on the other accounts or send to your account. It's up to you how you want to go. But let's get back into it. I think I like this view better. See me a little bit bigger. All right. So let's get back into this drop. But what's going on, Paint Life? Happy to see you, man. Oh, whoa. What is going on? You can't see my screen. Oh, there it goes. Nice. I used to use flows as well. Yeah, I love flows, man. They're amazing. Dennis says, bro, will you show how you right now try to get a draw? Oh, yeah, I just did so. Yep. I would otherwise have to look for a demo. Yeah. So again, what you want to do, Dennis, is you want to make sure that your timer is, you want to already be in, right? Like we've got 17 minutes to the drop. So again, that little space right above the you will be notified button, jam it, time it, whatever you want to do. But that once it counts down to 0, that's how you do a blind box drop. And hit that like button for the guides. Appreciate you, Dennis. Send it, Taps. Let's go from J Dog. I'm going to be sending it down that mountain, just flying, man. I can't wait. I love boarding. I'm always curious. Everyone's from all over the world, all over the country as well. And so I know a lot of you are spread out. And I'm curious, where is your favorite place to just go to the snow and like snowboard or ski? I've heard Japan snowboarding is amazing. I've been to Japan, but I've never been snowboarding in Japan, and I would love to go. Big fan of Tahoe, which is where I'm at right now in my buddy's garage, trying to nail this drop with y'all. Chip and Dale are the dark horses, but Winnie wins hand. Yeah, so people are saying Winnie, follow the honey pot, Winnie all day, best luck, fam. So yeah, I think I want to hit Winnie then because everyone's saying Winnie the Pooh is the best. So that's what I want to nail. Awesome, many thanks. What's going on, Dennis? You still bullish on Omi? Good question, G Flow. So yes, I am. The current price, though, I mean, the problem with Omi is there is nothing happening that is going to really rally the price until exchanges are announced and until exchange, and that's not even going to rally the price to the point where we need it to really be right. So I think the best bet is hold your Omi, stack it while you can, because once utility comes, yeah, I knew it was going to keep dropping. I mentioned this in my last video yesterday. So I said it's going to bounce around, and I think it's going to probably hit. I see it having a lot of strong resistance around 0.029. I think that's where people are going to be buying a lot more, and then bouncing around up to 0.003 one roughly. And so I think people are going to hold a strong resistance around that line. So Omi, it's not going anywhere, right? It has all the catalysts ahead of it. So once we actually get utility, because still OMI does nothing, right? We can't stake it yet, and that's what gives us stronger ability in the Veve app. So I think a lot will be coming in the next 3 months, and that's when the price will rally further. But one thing I did want to touch on as well is, where were those statues? Did I get rid of it? Oh, and one thing, this is the clock, of course. So there's two different clocks that you can use if you want. This will always be slightly off. So I usually have my screen pulled up on this as well, just to see the timer and see how we're doing on closeness of it. It's kind of up to you. The timer is never in sync with time.is or time.gov. What you should be using though, if you go for rebounds, which we should all go for rebounds, is Quinn Clock. So KWYNN.com, because this thing is awesome. I mean, for the rebounds, it's pretty close in time. And I use the 4 beats. So you can use 4 beats, 6 beats, 8 beats. So that way I know 1, 2, and then I click at the like, let's say 8, well, for me, basically at the 3-minute 59-second, and once it hits that 2, I click buy now, and I've been landing for some pretty solid rebounds thanks to Quinn Clock. So this has been really effective for me. Highly recommend it. Again, it's KWYNN, and you can type into Google Quinn Clock and or quinn.com, KWYNN.com. But it's been pretty effective for me. Now, one thing I also want to talk about is the Disney golden statues. I just want to talk about how the fact that originally we weren't sure if we were going to get more gold moments, and now we've gotten a lot, right? And so when you look at how many there are, I think we're going to see even more coming. Sorry, real quick, I want to. Dennis says Australia, but only because this is the only space I have been snowboard, or Austria. I was like, I didn't know you could snowboard in Australia. Austria. Oh man, that's awesome. Switzerland is too expensive. Switzerland would be amazing. Vivi has to moon for it. It will, buddy. I mean, we're in a pretty strong dip from where we were seeing in the total high values, a month and a half ago. But I want to remind people, kicking things. So values are down, and it's because there is not great sentiment, right? Like, we haven't really seen a lot of news from Vivi. We almost fell into a world war, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that have happened that created people pulling back money, not going or wanting to spend high money value on these collectibles, which makes the value of the collectibles go down. Now, I can tell you this has happened. Let's see. Happened May of 2021, and then it synced further July, and then it ran up in September, slightly, nowhere near this, slightly dipped in October, and then rallied from November on until basically mid-January, which was a wild 2.5 months, which those peaks, those values were insane. Now, this pullback is very similar to the other 2 or 3 that we've seen. And what always happens is some big news comes out, like Marvel, Disney, comics, whatever, and it creates new hype. And so a lot of people did join Veve back in like September or November. And so this is your first time we're really seeing a massive pullback. Now, it's needed, right? It can't be hot 100% of the time, especially when the entire Veve NFTs have outpaced the entire NFT market consistently, more than anything I've ever seen. So the pullback is needed, but also it's just part of the game, right? So values will return. I'm not selling nothing right now. I am stacking when I can, but it's tough time too, because for Americans, we also have taxes, right? Up until April 18th or whatever it is. And I got hit hard with tax bill. So I can't buy all the Todds I wanted to get at this price right now, but I can buy little things and stack up. We've got 9 minutes left to go. Bam. Let's see. Good luck all. Good luck to you as well. You ever been to Maine snowboarding? I've not. Sugarloaf. I've heard about Sugarloaf. That's awesome. I should definitely check it out. Thank you for that. IMX is pumping hard. Whistler. We were just talking as a group about how we need to do a group trip to Whistler. I guess at this point next year because we're almost on the tail end of the season. Thank you, everyone, all 103 of you who've hopped in here. Hit that like button. I appreciate you, fam. Let's more people know what we are doing as we go for this drop. Taps, have you seen a one wheel before? It kind of feels like snowboarding on land. I bought a used one. I've been having fun with it. A one wheel. Is it electric or is it like you push it? It sounds like it has one wheel. So I think I've seen it. Like it looks like one of the things that you balance on, but basically you just like you start like back and then it's electric, right? And then you kind of just it pulls you up and you just keep that balance, which if that's what it is, it sounds awesome. I've never used one. Yes, you can snowboard in Australia too. Good to know. Let's go. Beard and Bones. How do the yard tools play into your drop strat? I appreciate the super chat. I can't play my normal music, but I can dance. I can dance. So how do the yard tools play in? Well, what you want to do is you want to do snow shovel gate, and that's where you're trying to hit the buy now button with the tip of the snow shovel. That's how the tools come into play. All right, we've got 8 minutes and 3 seconds left to go. Let's get it. My biggest mistake was joining in February last year, but not buying anything until a few months back. Oh man, that's crazy, BDK. You joined in February, so you. Oh no, I joined in February too. I think February was it 18th or 19th was my Veve birthday, but then you just started buying a few months back. I didn't buy heavy back then. I started buying, I want to say like May or June and then all the way through summer is when I started buying quite a bit. Roan says when I purchase let's say 100 gems in the app, it's also $100, but I live in the Netherlands and we use euros. It should be 83 euros for me, but it's 100 euros. Will they ever change this? This has been talked about for quite some time. I don't know what it's tough because I believe the issue is with the conversion, right? And with Apple. So maybe once the web version comes in, but I don't know because they had a hard set that one gem equals one USD. And so we know that euros are conversion wise worth more than one USD. So I don't know if they're going to change it, but that is very frustrating. Kind of like electric skateboard with one go-kart wheel in the middle. Yeah, so that sounds awesome. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty jealous. Yeah, we got snow shovel gate. Let's go. I love it. Oh, I appreciate you. Way back when the app was just in beta still. Like February. Well, yeah. I was in the beta. I was in the beta times too. I9. What's up, bro? Good luck on the drop. Let's get it, Super Hank. Super duper Hank, sorry. Appreciate you, Hank. I didn't realize the potential back then. Same, Winnie or Chippendale? I'm going to say Winnie. I'm going to say Winnie 100%. We've got 6 minutes and 6 seconds left to go, fam. Boom, boom. Let's get this drop. Let's hit this drop. Let's be successful in our drop technique today. So, as you know, there are a bunch of other statues. Like we've seen most of these, right? That you start off. We haven't seen Mickey and Minnie, though. We've seen Mickey, but not Minnie. But we did see them in Venticular, which is interesting. But there are so many of these that it makes you wonder, are they really going to go through all of these, right? There's plenty of duos, there's plenty of singles of these ones. I think Olaf would be really cool. I actually like Moana a lot. I think that is one of my top 5 at this stage. And like it's hard because I have so much nostalgia to the ones I grew up with. And Moana came later in my adult life, but the songs from it, the characters from it, like I love that movie. So it's possible that they could fly all through the rest of these characters. And if that's the case, they're still roughly around, oh, there he is. BB-8 will be sweet too. There are still roughly around 25 statues that we could see. And yeah, I think it could happen. So This is such a cash cow for Disney. I mean, Veve is the extreme marketing engine basically for NFTs, bringing the name out there for Disney. So they are absolutely crushing it. This drop alone will make $3 million. Consider that. All of us crazy Veve fanatics spending 60 gems if we hit. That's on this drop. $3 million today in a second, less than a second. So it makes a lot of money. Of course, not all of that goes to Veve, right? 30% off the top goes to Apple. A good portion of that goes back to the actual brand licensor. And then Veve gets a sliver of it, which is why we're so excited also for the web version, because it cuts the Apple fees out. And that means that Veve makes more money. Now, why do we want Veve to make more money? Because we want stronger updates in the app, because we want them to hire more people, so more of these catalysts that we've been waiting on forever can happen, right? We want the design team to get stronger on some of these drops, because we saw we have a drop coming tomorrow with the Electra, and I've seen two different things. Like, it looks like it was supposed to be a joke of what the one that they posted was. I'm not sure if it is or not, but if that is the one, it doesn't look good. BK says 5 minutes. We've got exactly 3 minutes and 19 seconds left to go. Let's get this drop, fam. Make sure I'm dialed in here. Make sure I'm dialed in. We're dialed in. We're dialed in. Timer's good to go. Good luck to you as well, BDK. Winning for the win. I'd be happy to get one of them, but if I had to choose, I'd take either Winnie or same, exact same. Chippendale would be cool, but I think initially Chippendale will shoot up in price because it's the Ultra, because people will complete it, but I don't think it'll really hold well. And so that's something to consider. Super Duper Hank says, really quick, did you see the post on Twitter showing the differences in quality from DC and Marvel collectibles? Do you have any thoughts why such a difference? No, I actually did not. Supergirl versus Invisible Woman. No, can you, I mean, obviously after the drop, but Hank, can you tag me in that? I want to take a look at it, but that's a pretty good point, right? When you look at some of the DC collectibles, they do look like Invisible Woman's rough. Karen, Super Karen is what many were calling her. Yeah, so that is an interesting point. Like, if you look at the statue, the battle statue, the detail in it is incredible. So it does beg the differ. Why are Marvel and some Disney not as strong developed? Maybe it's because they're more rushed. Maybe that's why. Maybe Marvel, Disney usually don't give as much of a heads up on the drop as maybe DC do with Veve. We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds. We're going to be hitting that space gate. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Yes, let's go, Veve Arcade. Let's go. I want to see some W's in the chat. Let me know if you hit, type a W if you hit. If you miss, type an L. We want to make sure that we're seeing people win. And don't forget to go for the rebounds at the 4 minute, at the 8 minute, at the 12 minute, at the 16 minute, at the 20 minute after this drop. That way you can be successful and hopefully nail one. Anyone also having 1.5 second delay? I'm not having that purely because Child Nostalgia. Lion King was, yep, favorite movies. We got 1 minute left to go. Good luck from Malaysia. Thank you so much. Cheers to Malaysia. They have different designers for the different brands, the different artists, interpretation skill set. That's a good point. Where's the buy now button? The buy now button is going to pop up in this space right here on the right hand side above the you will be notified. Make sure you're ready. Make sure you're already on the screen. Will do. Thank you, Hank. I appreciate you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'll be going as for a 20-minute rebounds. Are you gonna do Brave Gate? Oh, as far, yeah. All right, here we go. Pushing everything back, getting set up. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. I'm gonna be hitting a quiet U-gate. Here we go. W. Dang. No love. So my timer must have been off, or maybe it's the connection. I did not hit. I can't believe it. Oh man, I just clearly did not set my timer up or what, but man, it sucks. So I'm gonna be going for rebounds hard. Who won? I want to see who won and what you got. Let me know what you hit. If you got Pooh, if you got Timon and Pumbaa, let's go. Flamingo with the win. Let's go. BDK missed. L from Beard and Batman. W from Worm. Congrats, W. L from Roan. No, Rye Guy L. We got a lot of L's. No, maybe this was just from Veve Focus L too. A lot of L's. Got pending order. You're good, Flamingo. Nice. L still processing. L straight to sold out. W, but never server under heavy load. So you didn't get to see what you got. But Young Shibaf hit. We got L's, L. Flounder Sebastian 4742. So you got the rare. Congrats there. It's up to you, Worm, not financial advice, but I would flip that personally. I think it'll start somewhere and then I think it'll end lower substantially because I think that's the weakest. And I'm not talk crap about your hit, but just consider it. Fabian with the W, congrats. L have sold out. Yep, I lost my buy now button too. So big L crashed at the app. Really? No. W but load error from Fabian. First drop I got in months. Timon and Pumbaa, congrats. That's awesome. Systems under heavy load since November. Yeah, with some of these bigger drops, it's been rough. So that's going to make going for the rebounds. So basically, if you want to go for the rebounds, which I'll do one with you and then I got to go, is basically you got to hop out and hop back in and already be clicked. Oop, I'm not showing you. So boom. So you basically just want to do this once we're getting close to time. Hop out, hop in, already be clicking where that buy now button is. Hop out, hop in, buy now. Oh, but also don't have. I'm going to go to focus mode so no one's messaging me on Telegram. So yeah, you're going to go. Can you see? Hold on. Hop out, hop in, or be clicking where buy now button is. Oh, there's that slowness right there. But that's what you want to do. So we've got 2 minutes until the rebound time. The timer was weird this time. It started speeding up. Really? Yeah, I think there was some issues with this drop. I also missed W, the payment error, then one pending. Let's go. Congrats, J-Dog. That's awesome. Spinning wheel of death. About to find out if Bravegate works. Good luck, BDK. Oh man, I hope you hit with it. Who in Piglet mint number 253, first win ever from Joshua Cole. So Joshua, I'm not sure how new you are to Veve. Congrats on hitting a. Congrats on hitting a low mint. This is a 13,000 edition mint, and you hit a 253. That is a premium drop, my friend, which means that the price should reflect it. So whatever the floor is, maybe add, like I wouldn't say double, because the values are not crushing anymore. So we're gonna get rebound, but I would add some extra on that. Maybe like $500 extra wherever it hits. I'm not sure. All right, let's see if we're able to get this drop. So I'm hopping in, hopping back out. Heavy load. Doesn't love me. Who hit on that 4-minute rebound? It did not love me. I did not succeed. Dang it. Dang it. I think you can swipe to refresh instead of hopping in and out. You can? Oh, you can. Yeah, but what's weird is like, I don't know, the hopping and hopping out technique, I've done really well with rebounds, which boom, Unrat hit the 4-minute rebound. Congrats to Unrat. L from, oh man, we're missing on the 4 minutes. No, BDK, I believed in your Brave Gate. Did you keep your buy now button? At least you tried, man. You're still brave. You're still brave. So I do think we're going to be going for rebounds all the way until at least the 16-minute, most likely the 20 minutes. So you want to try every interval of 4 minutes. So you want to try at, We just missed the 4-minute rebound. You want to try again at the 8-minute rebound. You want to try again at the 12-minute, 16-minute, 20-minute. You could keep going after that, right? It could go up to 24, up to 28, who knows? But I'm probably going to stop around the 20-minute. Thank you for the super chat, Lyndon. I got nothing, but 1 billion Omi is going to be burned. So exactly, man. I mean, I didn't get one yet. You didn't get one yet, Lyndon. If you're still going for rebounds, maybe you'll hit, right? So congrats to those who did hit. Worm asked, what price do you think would be a sell point for Flounder Sebastian? I haven't been paying too much attention to the other moments, but I'm thinking around 400. Is that too low? Immediately when it opens up, if you did get it delivered, watch and see where the floor is at and drop it maybe by like, man, almost like 80, 100, because you want to get yours sold as fast as possible before that floor continues to drop. So if it lists around, let's say 700, maybe 600, then you want to list it at like 500 and just get rid of it because it's going to be a race to the bottom for many of these. And I do think that Flounder and Sebastian will be that way. When on drop, congrats, Benoit. At what second do you go back in on the rebound? I usually hop back in at the 7-minute 30 range. Yeah, and so that's what I'll be trying for. Maybe that's too low. Win on the drop, congrats. When will the queue go into place? Yeah, I can't wait for that waiting room system. Who knows, man? It's another catalyst that we're just waiting on, but can't wait. How much do you think I'll have to pay for Winnie? Do not FOMO in after this drop. I would wait significantly. Like I would wait, not financial advice, but before I scoop up some of these, I'm probably gonna be waiting another oh, we got the 8-minute rebound. I'm trying the reload technique. Slow. Here we go. It's not reloading fast enough. The heavy load. All right, fam. Good luck on the rebounds. I'm going to go shred, get some snowboarding done. Thank you all for joining. I hope you guys get the rebound. Congrats to those who did hit. But I will see you in the secondary market after I hit them slopes. So everyone have a great day, and I will see you on the next one.